Well, we're sticking with the Jubilee theme. When Madness took to the roof of Buckingham Palace for the Queen's Jubilee concert, some spectacular animation sequences projected on the building brought their songs to life.
Yes, if you saw it, you'd never forget it. The palace literally became our house as it was transformed into a terraced street, and later giant hearts came floating down the building for the song It Must Be Love.
Well, in a moment, we'll speak to one of the team behind that. Remind ourselves what happened.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs, and sister's sighing in her sleep. Oh! Brother's got a date to keep. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Who could have Adam and Eve there? It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love.
Oh my goodness, wasn't that amazing?
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you.
Richard Barnett from Trunk Animation joins us now. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You pretty much stole the show, really, didn't you?
Yes, slightly embarrassingly, but yeah, it seems to. Not just me. It was a really big team behind all the.
Okay, how on earth did you do that? Because I guess you didn't have much rehearsal time.
No, it was quite tight. It was quite tight. First thing, we were given a map of the building, so the architecture is all mapped out, so you know exactly where everything is, the depths and the heights, you know where all the windows are, and etc. And then you use that to
bit like that.
Design. Yeah, exactly like that. That's a mask and a map that we kind of use. So once you've got that, you can start designing around that kind of building. You start looking at your music, your kind of structures, your narratives, all based on the different parts of the building. How are we going to use it? And there's some sections that are not perfect for mapping. So we have the columns, and they're kind of quite awkward. So you think about, okay, where are we going to put the most important parts of that?
How many projectors then get used in that?
I think they had 30 in all
Wow.
lined up.
And how far away from the building are they?
They were probably about 25 metres. They were just inside the gates, so between the palace.
It's
and,
just, you could look at it time and time again, it's just phenomenal the way it works. Presumably, you didn't get to do a dress rehearsal, did you?
No, we did.
So you did a proper run-through of this?
Well, it was on Thursday night we had our first attempt to get it up on screen.
And did it work straight away?
Yes and no. I mean, when you're working on such a small scale, you then, it's 120 metres by 30 metres, so you have to start testing, looking at colours, speeds, all those kind of things. But the directors, Rock Bradin and Layla Atkinson, they did Our House, and then Alice Blotherston and Jock Mooney did Must Be Love, and they, did
That's what I was going to ask you about the actual films themselves, because how on earth would you go and, I mean, the houses, the terrace houses were brilliant, weren't they? Where were they, do you know?
Well, we created them. It was Jeff Posner, who was working on the BBC side. He came up with the initial concept, and then with Sam Pattinson at Treatment Studios, we developed these ideas and then started putting together. This is one of the initial images that we worked on to see, is this going to work? So this is a cut up of loads of different photographs and a bit of 3D on those kind of rooms. To start seeing, how's this going to look? And
so a lot of people involved. How long from start to finish for this?
Well, not very long, really. We heard about it probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago. They said,
no.
Is that all?
This looks like it's going to happen. And then, really, from once we'd got the kind of concept and the design down, we had 3 weeks. So
I've got a question for you, because if I was organising the opening and closing ceremony of a certain Olympic Games coming up, is there something we could do with this, surely, on the stadium?
Well, you never know.
You never know?
No, you never know. No, I mean, I hope so. I think they're going to do a fabulous job. Some friends of ours are working on it. Some guys. So let's see what they do.
Have you had any response from official
mad.
Response in terms of what the royal family thought about it?
We haven't. I've only heard that they've had a fantastic time. They've enjoyed the show. We did hear from the Madness guys.
What did they say?
overjoyed, absolutely overjoyed, which is fantastic because you start with their song and that kind of leads the whole the whole piece, the whole kind of narrative. So,
but what an amazing commercial, if you like, for your talent. I mean, anybody watching it around the world would be saying, "Whoa, I want some of that."
Yeah, I really hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, we're a kind of a boutique production company, really. We're quite specific. We're not very large. We've got loads of lovely directors, all from artistic backgrounds, kind of fine art backgrounds and stuff like that. So something like this, is a massive step into kind of.
And it's quite interesting. This is really what the Jubilee is about, isn't it? It's British creativity and the best of British being shown off. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think we got to go down there and you just see all the talent that's kind of backstage running around, and it was lovely to be reminded we have some absolutely amazing talent.
When you're firing the images, presumably they're coming from a hard drive, a computer somewhere. Is it just on a laptop, or
it's quite a kind of a big setup that they're going to use. If you think, these images are double HD. So
double HD. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
No, I didn't.
Does that mean extra specially clear?
Yeah, extra specially clear because you lose so much detail. There's lots of detail that you don't necessarily see in these images. So when the doors are opening, we've got kind of dust and smoke. But you never know what you're gonna get in and what you're gonna lose. So you put as much effort in as you possibly can. And the same with the Must Be Love piece. There's loads of textures and stuff that you kind of hope just adds that extra.
And was there much difficulty getting clearance from the royal? I wasn't going to say the royal family because they wouldn't have said yeah. Well, I suppose they might have said yay or nay. Did you have to run it by the royal household? That's the word I was looking for.
Everything came back to the BBC, and they were really good. If we were trying to push something, there's quite a lot of humour in both of the pieces. I think we got away with quite a bit.
I do.
Yeah. So, but no, there was no major problems, no issues.
All right. Well, good. Richard, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with your next project. It was absolutely
whatever
fantastic.
that might be.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Who knows?
Thank you.
Richard, thank you.
If you missed the Queen's Jubilee concert, you can catch it on the BBC iPlayer, and some bits of it which are really, really terrific.
Yeah, amazing. Let's